welcome back. We're still here on New Day, and we're going to talk to some mothers who have children who have cerebral palsy. Why are we talking to them? Because there's a lot of talk about inclusive education, but are they really being considered when we talk about inclusive education, or we're being left out? Johnny has more on that. Let's talk to Johnny.
For you.
Good morning, Johnny.
Okay, and this certainly would be an unusual thing that you'd normally see on New Day, but we're talking about a very critical matter, cerebral palsy, and we've been joined by 9 mothers who have children with this medical condition, who are very emphatic about it, who would want to speak about it, because ever since the implementation of the special inclusive policy in 2015, signed by then Minister for Education, Professor Jane Nano Pokwajiman, what has become of the situation? Good morning, mothers.
Good morning.
And how are you all doing this morning? Okay, so quickly, let's try and introduce ourselves. What's your name?
My name is Genevieve.
Emilia.
Josephine.
Eunice.
Please pass the mic on for me.
Asantua.
Elena from Dazi.
I'm Starry.
Bella.
I'm Hannah.
Okay, you need to bring back my microphone. Okay, so this is a very important conversation for us. First question to you would be, do you feel included after the implementation of the all-inclusive policy for education with children, for children with special needs? Do you feel included?
Why do we have to start with me? Okay, so first of all, we went for a conference on cerebral palsy a few months ago, and I was aware of the policy, but not necessarily the details. And I realized, you know, as a mother looking at the policy, not necessarily in an analytical manner, but I just looked at the criteria of the policy, and one of the criteria is, you know, your child should have a mild form of disability.
Okay.
And in most cases, this does not include children with cerebral palsy, because most of our children cannot walk,
Right.
cannot talk, cannot feed themselves, basically cannot express themselves, if anything. So they need total 100% care.
Right.
So unfortunately, although the policy has been nicely drafted out, it's not being implemented. That is one. 2, it's not inclusive.
So you don't feel included?
We are not included.
I'm curious because it's all women here, even though we have fathers for these wonderful bundles of love. But it's all women. Why is it always the women who take up this? You want to speak to that?
Yeah, that's because most of the time the women are with their children, and it's like they can handle the child in the right way. You know, men are not too much into child caring. You know, some of the things, it's a woman issue. It's a woman who is supposed to do it. Not that the fathers are not supportive. They are. Some are not. Yes, some are not. Some are not. They help, but some are not.
You get help.
Yes, I get help, but some don't at all.
Okay.
Some don't.
Why?
Most.
Why? I want somebody to speak Chi. Okay. Okay, please pass the microphone on to her.
Why the fathers are not? It's a woman who bears the biggest brunt. When you have a child like this, decision between mother and father who should stop work and stay home, it will be the mother.
Oh. Okay.
And when you are not earning any income, and you know you need a lot, take the child to physio, do this medical text, how do you do it? It brings a lot of conflicts in the home. So the mothers need to be engaged somehow to be able to take care of their children. And that is why we are advocating for inclusion for our children, so that we could go and earn a living and take care of our children.
There's a Ministry for Gender, Children and Social Protection. How is society treating children like this? I mean, I've had very exciting. This gentleman is my friend because he's always excited. And how is society treating you? Omo was saying.
In fact, very bad. It gets to a time sometimes you cannot even sit in a trotro because nobody wants to get closer to your child. And it's actually bad because you go to the hospital, even at the sight of your child, nurses are even running away. And
the nurses who have been trained to
mostly they don't even know. I remember there was a time I left my child. I was going to get something downstairs. When I came, they were around there coming to inject her with something, telling me that she is shaking. They thought she is convulsing. I said, you should wait.
the nurses.
I am telling you. So the little shake, they think hell has broken loose. In fact, it's not an easy thing. The compound where you stay, if in case you happen to stay in a compound house, no one wants to take your cup, no one wants to use your bucket, no one wants to get closer. Family rejects you. In fact, you are saying all ladies because most of the men have run away. Yes. Let's be honest with the truth. Most of the men have run away. Some of the men are coward. My husband is a great man. In fact, I give him thumbs up. He's a great man. But some of them are coward. They run away at the side that they think that there is a curse and it's from you and you have committed some kind of sin, which is not so. People that are branding their children as if they are river children, they are children. The devil does not give children. Children comes from God because I prayed for mine. Right. And God gave me his image and his likeness. If you don't know the image and the likeness of God, don't attribute my child as a snake or as a child from the river or anything like that. She is a testimony and she's the blessing from the Lord.
Amen. And yeah, let's get a key perspective. Yes. Society treats him with saying.
If you also a Pia, Kaimu Crampo, and your problem, make us same Rebina Cocolebu. Madame Bannon and Pabuana was an infantia for mother. But to be say, why not tell if you make a mamma to be a 1 penny? Oh, none only buffo ye. Into your attention or Casabra, no, ye drew them a station me see. You do call a boy banon so, Mamma ban because men person and yas problem, Nibium or Quanso. Most of my maybe say Jack ran one day, Mr. Debbie. Dear me fair move by and many angel, if Sunyan Sana, me debe drew colebuno. Nti me kono me pese mesanya sa problem no de akọ ti enokre ma me se Jan onim dia wo fem na nka wo hu dia wo fem a anka wo nya wo sa nti eche no yi ni hu de se wo ye nurse ni
me pese be school in terms of education because they need education as well. I see GIS, okay, gifted intellectual school. Yeah. I see that. That's why she attends a school. Okay. Now, Omusku to say, how is it like?
In connection to that, you see that not all cerebral palsy moms would love to sit at home mom. It's right. Like our present condition is we are self-imprisoned, house arrest. Wow. You understand? So if the government could come up with policy, they said inclusion.
The policy is there. Yes. It's supposed to be inclusive.
Yes. And every school, both the government and the private sector, have a specific number of people. That is an intake for CP moms. They're also trying to bring the CP mom that are jobless because they lack caretakers. You bring somebody in, 3 months, the person goes. Because the person doesn't have that kind of experience. The person, they have swallowing problem. Right. Taking care of them is taxing emotionally, physically, and financially. So if you don't get the right person that is dedicated for the job, it wouldn't be done. You're
wearing a suit, which means that you're going to work.
Yes, I've stayed at home for 7 years.
Wow.
You see.
7 years? How did you survive?
My husband was taking care of me. And it was a bit frustrating because all the pressure. I have 4 kids. That's my second son. You understand? So if the government can bring mothers on board to do the teaching as caregivers, we will work. We don't love to go around asking, begging for money, donations. Sometimes people use our faces and we don't even get the items. You understand? So we want to work. If we are working,
let's hear that.
Excuse me. If we are working, we could do whatever we want for our kids. They are our priority. They are our children.
We understand your point. So you're speaking about people using you to raise funds.
Yes,
they are not getting the funds.
Yes, there are NGOs.
You want to name and shame some people. This is a big platform.
I wish I could name and shame.
No, let's name and shame them because you're not the first person talking about it. We've had blind people come to us talk about it. We've had people with all manner of conditions come to us. And we must stop it because it's really not helping society. Yeah. And people are unwilling to give because of those miscreants. Name and shame them.
I wish I could name
That's what
and
I do.
shame.
I name and shame people on Community Connect. So name and shame them.
I wish I could
Give me
name
2
and shame.
names.
Wait, I'm coming.
If not, you won't talk. Then we'll pass the mic on.
Let me say one.
Yes, please. I want naming and shaming.
Okay, so some mothers, because first of all, I think we didn't introduce ourselves properly. This is the Special Mothers Project. So we are a group of mothers. We are an advocacy group.
We understand.
for cerebral
Let's name
palsy.
and shame now.
So no, I want to bring the basis up. So some mothers have been trained for appropriate paper technology. That is, you know, the assistive devices we use, the
Right,
and
right,
things. What they
right.
use is that they make it out of cardboard. They've been trained to make it out of cardboard and things. So they were done at Kolebu. They were trained at Kolebu, and they are in liaison with Kolebu to sell these APT, the items, the chairs and things. What I heard, I do not know, but I heard that some of the mothers, they take their things there and they are sort of taxed. Maybe, okay, we'll take the things, we'll sell them. They sell them at a lower price.
Okay.
And then certain people there at the physiotherapy unit, because that's where they sell the items, put their price
Their
on
own
top
prices on it.
so that they can also make a profit.
Okay,
So,
so
this
that's
is one
what
of the
you-
mothers told me.
Okay.
So this is one
What
problem
okay.
that
wait.
we have, because why are you putting extra money on top of something that people cannot even afford?
Okay.
And this is something that the mothers have taken upon themselves to do as a form of employment and a source of income. So why are you putting
why
money
you
on
put it-
top?
let it have a say. Kasa. Nana Kasa.
I'm for the inclusive. For me, my aim of coming here is the education.
Are you getting enough of that for your children?
Mine is in school, but
Okay.
I'm paying more because
Which school is that?
ultimate.
Okay, and you're
Ultimate
paying
in-
more.
because he's a special child.
Right.
I have to pay for a caregiver
But,
to be with.
but by the policy, it's supposed to be available for everyone.
Even this policy is not for cerebral. We are not included. It's just for
It's in the
disability.
glossary, right? The only time they mention it is in the glossary. It's not a caption in it.
Yes,
Okay.
and cerebral palsy, they need 24/7 care. You understand me? So we are just asking that if you could, if normally when you go, they tell you we don't have the facilities, we don't have the caregivers. The mothers are ready to be caregivers. We are already taking care of the kids, so we know them and we know how to take care of
Okay.
them. We just want the government to maybe employ these mothers
Okay.
and then give them something small so that they can help these children in school.
Right.
Taking care of them is not a
It's
joke
not an easy
financially. So we need to be working to take these children to school.
Let me
and
ask,
be working.
how much averagely do you spend in a month?
On drugs alone, I spend about between 1,002 and 1,500.
Okay, that's the
a
average.
Month. A month, drugs alone. Drugs.
No food?
No food. Food is nothing included. Just drugs.
You go for therapy, they charge you. It's a lot.
Okay. On Kasai, me pese me your voice. On Kasai. Kasa. So how much do you spend on my nephew?
Bacho, aya ya ho kire.
Kasa den kakra ma me.
Aya hard kakra wo fi man.
Inti ono say in a month. Best how much? Drugs, food, in row, ni nuane, ni
Mentumi nka sisi ade mentumi nka we se na ye ne nkire wo. Kire say I start saying no say okondu ojafo nya 4 years kra.
Right.
Ti sky ya say wono ho de mentumi nka wo na aduro mu no. Edroso mentumi nka na wati asisi akire say.
CD pie.
Ese baby e wo no ye hia mmoa. Amisa mi sister we in center mpo na nyame aya adome de na e ko exercise a. Oye den otumi anya improvement kakra wo first na nye kra na nye ti esre ebenya mmoa.
NHIS doesn't come
Yeah,
up. Okay. We got to wrap up. So the understanding is that you have a petition to present to us. Yes. Right. So we'll get the petition, but you're wrapping up on that one.
Okay,
first.
so all we are saying is that the Special Mothers Project even adopted a school, a government school in Medina, and we were ready to kind of raise funds for mothers to go and work there.
You went to adopt the school?
Yes.
The GES didn't designate a school for that?
There's a unit school, but it was badly infrastructured and everything. So we went to speak. Okay, we went to speak with the GES Special Education
When you said there was
unit.
nothing, we're run out of time.
It's just an empty room.
An empty room?
Yes.
No
Windows,
facilities,
nothing. So we went there, we went to the GES and said we wanted to adopt this school, raise it to the standard we want, and get mothers to work in as caregivers to even support. But where are we going to get money to do that?
Right.
Unfortunately, like I say, there are NGOs who know how to speak good English and big
how long
English.
ago has this been since you had an engagement with GES?
It's been about 2 years.
2 years.
But TV3 even covered our donation to the school. So
and nothing has happened?
No, nothing has happened.
So this petition that you're presenting, the policy talks about inclusion in education for children with special needs. You have raised the societal challenges and everything else. What are you petitioning us about? 1 minute for you.
Okay, so we are telling government to ensure that children with cerebral palsy are truly included in our society. We want them to be included in the educational sector, in the health. We want mothers to be able to access the disability funds to help themselves and their mothers set themselves up in small businesses and other things that will help them also live again and have an enhanced life for their children.
And you want the NHIS to...
Right now, government has already announced that children with CP will benefit from LEAP and NHIS. So NHIS, we are hoping that it will work. We know there's a difference between talk and action. So we are hoping that we can walk our children into the hospitals and they say, oh, this is cerebral palsy child, so free health.
Let me assure you, and let's do the presentation on camera. Let me assure you that this petition will see the light of day. We'll take it to the gender minister. We'll take it to the education minister. Everybody who matters. If it means we have to take it to the first lady, we will. We will see that this is properly done, and so we can get help for these people. So we feel your plight at TV3, and we associate with you, and we want to thank you for coming, and we say that we'll support you. So we will take this to the appropriate quarters, and we'll work with you together. Thank you for coming, and thank you, mothers. Thank you all very much. I wish you all the best. Thank you for coming. So now here we go back into the studio from one issues largely affecting women. Let's talk about the Executive Women Network. And Amma will do that conversation right now.
Certainly. Thank you, Johnny. And indeed, it's been enlightening to know what the plight of mothers who have children with cerebral palsy.